watch you brush the hair away from your tired eyes, while the street lamp flickered orange in the midnight sky. You didn't check the lock, you didn't see the glass, where I'm standing in the shadows watching minutes pass. I know the way you take your coffee in the morning light, and how you kick the blankets off in the middle of the night. It isn't stalking when I'm keeping you so safe and sound. I'm the only one who knows the treasures that you haven't found. You think you're living all alone within those four white walls, but I am breathing in the rhythm of the silence in your halls. It's a private theater and I bought the only seat, watching every move you make, keeping the record sweet. You're leading man and I'm the light upon the stage, turning every day of yours like a golden paper page. Obsession is a heavy word for love that's this refined. I'm just living in the spaces that you left behind. I found the sweater that you dropped beside the garden gate. It smells like rain and wood smoke and a destiny of fate. I wore it to the mirror and I saw her standing there, your hand upon my shoulder and the static in the air. The world outside is messy, full of people you don't need. They only want to hurt you, they only want to make you bleed. But I have mapped the patterns of the freckles on your skin. I've opened up the doors, I let the ghost of us come in. I saw you looking at the window through the kitchen steam. I'm the nightmare in your waking and the beauty in your dream. Oh, it's a private theater and I bought the only seat. Oh, I shook every move you make, keeping the record sweet. Oh, you're the leading man and I'm a light upon the stage, turning every day of yours like a golden paper page. Obsession is a heavy word for love that's this refined. I'm just living in the spaces that you left behind. Is it fear I see or is it just the way the light hits gold? You're looking for a face within the stories I have told. We're merging at the edges where those you begin, and I'm the reflection in the puddle, I'm the cloud across the sky. You're becoming who I want you to be in the dark, a masterpiece I'm carving with a sharp and jagged spark. Whoa, it's a private theater and I bought the only street. Whoa, while the leg can't move you make, keeping the record sweet. Whoa, you're the leading man and I'm the light upon the stage, turning every day of yours like a golden paper page. Obsession is a heavy word for love that's this defined. I'm just living in this spaces that you left behind. I'm under the floorboards, I'm behind the heavy door, waiting for the moment that you love me even more. Just look into the mirror, it's shadow in the glass. I'm never gonna let this lonely moment pass. Sleep tight, my love, come right here. I trace the edges of a fractured glass, watching the shadows as the hours pass. I keep a record of the things they say before the color starts to fade away. I walk the perimeter of hollow rooms, collecting secrets like forgotten tunes. There is a rhythm to the way I move. must improve. I see the world in such a static light before I vanish into velvet night. It's a masterpiece of quiet things, the heavy silence that the winter brings. I am the architect of every fear, the ghost that whispers in a crowded ear. You'll never see the brush upon the wall until the final curtain starts to fall. I find the beauty in a sudden chill, the way the heartbeat finally grows still. They call it darkness, but I call it art, the careful dissection of a human heart. I keep their voices in a silver box, behind 1,000 heavy iron locks. I study every line upon the face to find a memory I can't replace. I am the shadow in the corner chair, the sudden logic in a cold despair. It's a masterpiece of quiet things, the heavy silence that the winter brings. I am the architect of every fear, the ghost that whispers in a crowded ear. You'll never see the brush upon the wall until the final curtain starts to fall. One for the sorrow and two for the pride. Beware for anyone left to go high. The clock is ticking in a rhythmic beat. I hear the tapping of my steady feet. It isn't malice, it is just design, a perfect fracture on a crooked line. It's a masterpiece of quiet things, a heavy silence that the winter brings. I am the architect of every fear, the ghost that whispers in a crowded ear. You'll never see what brush upon the wall until the final curtain starts to fall. Close your eyes and let the vision take the softest ripple on a frozen lake with Rosa Lake. I am the ending that you didn't see, a silent gallery of what used to be. Oh yeah. I knew he was dead, that I'd gone finally. Call me mad if you want, but I was careful, precise. still beating. I felt a funeral in my brain, and mourners to and fro kept treading till it seemed that sense was breaking through. And when they all were seated, a service like a drum kept beating till I thought my mind was going numb. And then I heard them lift the box and creak across my soul with those same boots of lead again. Then space began to toll as all the heavens were abell, and being but a near and dying silence, some strange race wrecked solitary here. But something misapplied. It had no shape, no name to hold, yet pressed against the mind as if the ruin it became was always there confined. The silence flickered into form, a presence without seeing that bent the sense of time dream. I could not tell if I had dropped or if I still remained, for death and height exchanged their terms and meaning was unframed. And in that vast where none could be, a thought not mine began, unheard, unnamed, unending, still and never knowing. The projection bulb flickers, then dies with a hiss. A cinematic shroud in the deep black abyss. The celluloid nightmares bled through the screen into the silence of a space once serene. You're clutching the armrest with knuckles turned white, while the velvet walls swallow the last of the light. Nobody is moving and no one dares speak as the floorboards beneath us begin a slow squeak. We're frozen like statues in rows of the dead, with the ghost of the killer still inside our head. And the lights won't come up and the doors won't unlock. We're trapped in the rhythm of our heart's heavy knot. The movie is over but the terror remains, running like poison through cold static veins. Don't look behind you or peer down the aisle. Something is waiting with a jagged dark smile. I hear a a soft weeping from 3 roads away. A prayer for the sun and the safety of day. But the exit signs glow in a sickly dim red, like the eyes of a demon that's finally been fed. We watch the scream victims get caught to the bone. Now we realize that we aren't alone. There's a shadow that's drifting through shadows of gray, turning our sanctuary into its prey. The popcorn is spilled like white teeth on the floor, and something is scratching the back of the door. And the lights won't come up and the doors won't unlock. We're trapped in the rhythm of a heart's heavy knock. The movie is over but the terror remains, running like poison through cold static veins. Don't look behind you or peer down the aisle. Something is waiting with a jagged dark smile. Is it a prank or a trick of the mind? Or is it the horror of the film left behind? The scent of the ozone, the smell of a ride, trapped in a plot that the world has forgot. Static is screaming from speakers on high, a chorus of whispers that want us to die. And the lights won't come up and the doors won't unlock. We're trapped in the rhythm of a heart's heavy knock. The movie is over but the terror remains, running like poison through cold static veins. Don't look behind you or peer down behind. Something is waiting with a jagged dark smile. It's a jagged dark smile. The jagged dark smile.